The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Here's the option going left on second down.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Off the option, here's Henry.
And he stopped immediately there. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Now Willis on third down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 15.
They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 60 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that well, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Willis now off of play action. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Willis will look to throw it.
He's got Hooper on the short connection.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. In motion is Austin Hooper.
So they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Third down, it's Willis.
And that is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Get up.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Going on 4th down, here's Willis.
Complete to Hilton.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Desmond King making the tackle. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Willis, 4th down here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second down, here's Willis. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. Didn't march to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Henry is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Willis going to try to run it, and he is going to lose yardage here. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Willis on 3rd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On 1st and 10, Mills. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Howard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Third and short yardage, Mills. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second to... Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. 1st and goal at the 5. I appreciate the aggressiveness, trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost him 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Willis. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! Austin Hooper on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Going for it with Pierce. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Mills on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
inside handoff. Henry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
At the 16-yard line.
On the jump.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Pat the street. Reno.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there. And
it's a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Pushes past him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mills' throw taken in by Collins. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
On play action, Mills finds his man. It's John Mechie.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Play action now, Mills. Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Mills again.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
he did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A three-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no three-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Play fake, Mills. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Fourth down, Mills. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
We're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A toss left, Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Play action. Here's Willis. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Willis on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
Well, you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impress. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go play action with Willis. He'll get that one to Carter complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Malik Willis keeping it himself from 8 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they'll send the slot in motion left. First down, Mills. Caught left side by Mechie. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper. First and 10, Willis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Come back team! Come back team!
Now Willis on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Escaping the pressure right. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline. because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 14-yard line. Here's Mills. That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Houston. O.J. Howard. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On second and 12, Willis. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this offense on third down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is third down and 12. Willis with another keeper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Let's go now.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
19 Titans. Dragon 60.
Willis looking to throw on first down. It's complete. Burks. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Ready.
On second down, here's the option. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
3 yards on the pickup, that's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. To throw, here's Willis. And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
19 Lions.
A 3rd and 2, here's Willis.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Working out of the gun, Mills. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. A first down throw for Mills. This ball caught by Mechie.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Off the play fake, Mills.
And he finds Howard complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
from the 17. Mills. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
24.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught by Tate. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Head to 60. Kevin Pirates.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the... And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Titans, they move